What? What? Hey everyone, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Hella, stop. Stop! Freaking dog. So she's like, automatically when I get this camera out, she starts hamming it up. Alright. Today is Friday. It is August 5th, 2022. 2 minutes ago, it was raining like a son of a gun here. Unbelievable. What is, you're a screwball. You are. Yes, you are. So, what, nut job? What, go. Go ahead, run. Run. Alright, sorry. Before we jump into this video, I just want to remind everybody I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, so I would encourage you to join me then and figure out the topic later. But, yeah, it's really warm right now. Really, really warm. Actually, you know what, so we got a moment, the sun is actually out. Let's take a look real quick before we get into this video and see where the solar's at. Oh crap, I forgot I left this door open. Alright, let me see here. Now what this will do first, it always says standby. See how it does a standby? And we gotta try to figure out, give that a moment and see what level we're at. I know we're charging. There's always, for whatever reason, the battery makes sure that there's 50% on standby. But I'll give this a minute here and we'll take a look at this. Come on. Show me what you got. Hold on, we'll just give us a second. It should adjust and show us here. Come on. Oh, I'm going to show you guys too in this video. Somebody had asked me in the last live stream what the solar panels were, who made the solar panels that I have. So I will go out there and we'll look at that too. Okay, there we go. Charging, and it's 85% full. Okay, if you guys can see that. Alright. We're bringing, what, 23.94 amps. Bringing in. So, alright, so it's at 85% and it's charging. So, alright, let's look at this over here real quick. Let's see. Alright, let's see what we got here. These guys are BYD Company Limited. So BYD, these are 360 watt solar panels. But that's who I got these solar panels from. And they're awesome. They work great. They're fantastic, so no issues with that. Now where'd that squirrel bag go? Alright, so let's, oh, there's, hi baby! You're a good girl. Oh, there you go. Thank you for that. I didn't like that elbow anyway. Thank you for smashing your head into it. Okay, let's talk about millions of people being affected with water shortages and power shortages. Lake Mead and Lake Powell are both at their lowest levels ever. So with the drought that they've had out there, those two lakes are, and they're two of the largest reserves of water in the United States. Oh, hear that? Yeah, we got storms coming in and out all day. Like I said, it had rained here earlier and it was coming down. and all of a sudden now the sun came back out. So, all right. So, but anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So Lake Mead and Lake Powell are at their lowest levels ever, which is kind of scary. They're almost at a dead pool level, which means what? Dead pool level means that they're no longer able to produce electricity with the dams because the water levels are so low. If that happens, a lot of like Vegas's power, for example, comes from there. So, like Lake Mead, a lot of the, in Lake Powell, if they cannot produce power, that's going to affect a tremendous amount of people. We're already having an effect when you look at what's going on in Arizona, and Arizona depends on a lot of their water, from Lake Mead and Lake Powell, and they've already been reduced, I think, like 20% of the water that they get already, which everything has a snowball effect, a trickle-down effect, if you will. So, get that butterfly. Everything has a trickle-down effect. So when you're having issues with the water, people can't get water, and they're in an area where, obviously they need to have water that they rely on from other sources because they don't get a tremendous amount of rain out in Nevada or in Arizona other than in the monsoon season, right? So what are they gonna do? How are they gonna fix it? I mean, there's definitely ways that it can be adjusted, especially in Arizona with the monsoon season. They could be collecting that water. They really could. And but right now, obviously they are not doing so. But it just blows me away. Just blows me away. Piss poor planning. Not planning for contingencies. The water levels, the last time, okay, so here's an example, like Lake Mead. The last time Lake Mead was full was 1999. So it's not like this is something all of a sudden that just happened. Oh my God, we're in deep trouble. This has been an ongoing thing for, 23 years. That was the last time I said Lake Mead was full, was in 1999. So this is not something that just popped up. With the droughts and stuff, things obviously have continued to get worse. And if they can, like I said, they continue to use the water like they've used the water, that's why it keeps going lower and lower and lower. So a lot of farmers in Arizona are letting fields go to seed because they don't have the water to be able to, use those crops or to water the crops if they grow them, which affects everything else, which affects food production, it affects jobs, it affects people, and people need to realize that there's definitely, I knew that's what she was going to do. I looked at her a second, I said, she's getting ready to take a dump, so that's why I moved the camera away from her. I don't think you guys needed to see the dog taking a dump on video, so... but anyway, I could just see when I looked up at her, I'm like, oh, that's what she's doing. But anyway, this is something that is definitely needs to be watched. Guys, I'm going to tell you what, and I'll say this again and again and again. Location, location, location. Depending on where you are in the country, what you have to look at for whatever part of the country you're in is what is the things that can affect you there, what can you do about it, and all of those things. You really have to plan for whatever region of the country you're in. In the Northeast, when I'm in New York, we realize that winters are going to be very, very cold and that we need to plan accordingly. So we make sure we get plenty of wood ahead of time and that we're ready to go that way, and so we can take care of our business when we need to. It's amazing to me that people just think, well, everything's going to be great, nothing's ever going to change, and everything's going to be just fine. Well, that's not the case. Everything changes. Everything could change in a heartbeat. So it blows me away that when you live in that region, you've known, if you live in that region, okay, if you're in the Lake Mead or Lake Powell region, and you know the last time that it was full was 1999, You've had 23 years to think about a solution of what you're going to do to make sure that you're going to be okay. Stop relying on the government. Stop relying on the powers that be. They are not always going to be there for you to help you. Something you need to think about, okay? So anyway, I want to hear your guys' feedback. I mean, what do you think? What are some of the solutions that they could do? What could change with proper planning? I mean, for me, like I said, and I talked about this before, guys, like if you live in Arizona and it's monsoon season and you know you're going to get the heavy rains and the floods and stuff like that, have reservoirs, and big reservoirs to save that water to utilize it for your state. I mean, it's not rocket science. This is not something, will it cost money? Of course it'll cost money. But at least you would have the availability of the water that Mother Nature provides. I mean, where I'm at here, we get plenty of rain. There's, you guys have seen, there's plenty of rain here. I don't have to worry about rain. So, I don't know, I don't understand the mindset of some people sometimes. So, anyway, folks, I am going to jump off here now. I definitely want to hear your feedback on this. I want to hear what you think. Remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we're going to be in much better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.